There's a quiet revolution waiting at the edge of the urban sprawl, a beckoning whisper carried by the wind calling us all back to simplicity. Out here, the world slows. No deadlines, no endless chatter of devices, only the steady rhythm of life. A moonrise becomes more than a fleeting spectacle. It's an unhurried moment painted with hues that remind you of the earth's quiet powers. The rituals of the day transform into something special. Making your bed, organizing your space, and expressing gratitude for the minimal things that you choose to bring into your life. The clutter of the city feels distant here, and life narrows to what fits in the vehicle, yet it expands immeasurably. The simplicity reveals what truly matters. Connection, not to screens or schedules, but to earth, to yourself. As the day fades into night under a blanket of stars, you realize you've found peace. Not in the absence of noise, but in the gentle rhythm of being alive, as nature intended. Life on the road bends and sways to the rhythm of the weather. A sudden rainstorm might turn a planned day into a cozy afternoon curled up with a book in the car. The rising sun nudges you awake, painting the day with possibility, while a biting wind reminds you to bundle up and seek shelter. Every shift in the sky becomes a guide, a reason to linger, to move, to adapt. On the road, the weather isn't just a backdrop, it's a companion, shaping each moment and teaching you the art of living in tune with the earth. It's a double shot kind of morning, that's for sure. Blustery cold. Picked up this non-dairy oat creamer and gingerbread flavor from Trader Joe's. It's actually so delicious. It is. Oh! I highly recommend it. I don't know. What's your favorite holiday flavor? Gingerbread is definitely mine. So delicious. Mm. Love a good coffee in the morning, especially a wintry feeling one like this. A storm just moved in last night. I wasn't expecting it at all. I had plans that completely conflict with this kind of weather today. I wanted to do yoga here. I will not be doing that. It's far too cold. I was actually a little concerned that it would snow last night, but if it had snowed, I would still be able to get out of this road. I have some pretty solid all-terrain tires and that all-wheel drive on my car, so I think I could have made it out still, but yeah, it didn't get quite that cold.
Word on the street is that it is going to snow up here tonight, so I need to find another place to go. Let's see. How am I getting up this hill? Oh my gosh. All right. Good job, car.
I came out to the desert to find what I lost in your eyes. I filled my lungs with the sunset and walked out into the night. I am a wandering soldier in this dusty land. Nothing but the torn clothes on my back and the empty barrel in my hand.
Whoa, it's crazy out there. I think the desert is gonna be really windy too.
On your weapons and follow into the light of the sun.
Following the discovery of gold nearby during the winter of 1869-70, this valley became the commercial and social center of a thriving mining district. Ex-Confederate soldier Drury D. Bailey laid out the town on his farmland and named it for his cousin and fellow native of Georgia, Michael S. Julian. By 1906, most mines were unprofitable. Since then, the area has become more famous for the variety and quality of its apple crop.
Stopped in a small mountain town called Julian. I went into a shop and picked up this pumpkin butter, which I've really been enjoying, the Trader Joe's one. This one is only fruit to sweeten it, so I'm interested to try that out. Just put that in the fridge for later. And then what I really needed was a gallon more of water. So Julian, which is where I am right now, is a kind of historic old town style, and it's pretty well known among hikers and outdoor enthusiasts for being one of the first trail towns when somebody's hiking the Pacific Crest Trail. So I just happened to be coming through here today and needed to stop. But the big thing that people come here excited about when they're hiking the Pacific Crest Trail is the apple pie. This town is famous for its apple pie, and I've had the pleasure of enjoying it many times prior. So I'm actually not gonna have any today, and I think it's actually working towards my goal of being a PCT through hiker to not do that, because I have been indulging in my meals a bit too frequently lately. So I'm going to wait until I am a PCT through hiker to have the apple pie again. And actually, when you are through a hiker, I think you get a complimentary slice at one of these establishments that sells the apple pie. So that's something to look forward to in the future. But I will say, one interesting way of eating apple pie that I have tried up here before is with a little slice of cheddar cheese on top. It sounds strange, but it's actually really good. So next time you're served up a slice of apple pie, get it with cheddar cheese on top instead of a la mode. Trust me. I've just been sitting here responding to comments on YouTube for, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe? Who knows? But it has gotten so dark and dreary outside. I think it's time for me to get off this mountain. Even though the moody weather is a little uncomfortable, it is also so beautiful, so I'm actually enjoying it. How quickly things have changed. I am now in Anza Borrego Desert State Park. And I have not been driving for very long. Maybe like 30 minutes, maybe.
When the storms roll in over the mountains, the desert becomes your haven. The beauty of living in an SUV is the freedom it offers to chase the sun, escape the rain, and follow the rhythm of your soul. Out here, the landscape shifts with your mood. The desert's warmth wraps around you, a contrast to the chill of the mountain storms. The winds carry whispers of resilience, reminding you why you chose this life, to move, to adapt, to never feel stuck. I've made it to camp, and although the weather has cleared a bit, it is still very, very windy here. In fact, you can probably tell the tripod that you're on is moving a lot, and if I didn't have my foot on the bottom of it, it would fall over immediately. Makes for some challenging filming conditions, but what I'm working on right now is I'm just gonna chop up some vegetables that I bought the other day. You're gonna have to go in the car. Okay, I think this should work. So yesterday, the little thing that was kind of bothering me, it is such a little thing, but it's the realization that I've kind of been living like I'm on vacation versus traveling. I think of it very differently. Like vacation mode, you kind of go all out. You're gonna eat those rich meals. You're going to spend some extra money because you've been working hard and you're immediately going to be going back to work. Whereas traveling is different. Traveling for me, I got to be more conscientious. I want to make it more sustainable in terms of health, which is what I'm very much trying to do right now, and also budget. So it's time for me to make a few small changes with that. Not really a big deal and not really anything that you guys are going to see, but I just want to be open about the highs and lows of this journey and what I'm learning and observing as we progress. So I picked up some more healthy food so I can stop eating burgers and burritos and getting coffees out. And like today, I didn't get the pie because it's not pie time right now. And that doesn't mean I'm never going to enjoy foods out, especially if I'm visiting an area for the very first time and it's well known for something. I'm going to do that in moderation, but I feel like it's been a little bit too much recently. And what really put that together for me was, first of all, just being out of cell reception and quieting the environment. I was able to reflect, forced maybe a little bit to reflect. The other thing was that I saw the moon was full again. And I remember being camping outside of Yellowstone last month with the full moon, trying to cook my noodles with the light of the full moon. And it just occurred to me that it's been a month since then, which is just wild. And already then I had started falling away from having a proper spending plan, having a proper eating plan. And so it was a wake-up call for me that I need to get those things in line, in check, if this is going to be a sustainable mission for me. So I spent some time working on that yesterday with the quiet time that I had, and I feel so much better.
Okay, honestly, I've been lazy bones for a little while. I just crawled into the back of the car and I've just been laying here scrolling a little bit. But I'm going to stop because there's actually a nearby hike that I want to go do, and although I like the place I'm parked at right now, if I don't get this exact spot when I come back, I'm fine with that. It's worth it for me to go do this hike and just move my body, enjoy the beautiful blue skies, and it shouldn't be too windy on this hike. Well, here's the thing, it either won't be windy or it'll essentially be a wind tunnel, but there's only one way to find out.
Find what I lost in your eyes. I filled my lungs with the sunset and walked out into the night.
Alright, I'm back at camp for tonight. I'm gonna show you around just kind of this really simple, like, parking lot style campground. It's perfect for just one night. It's all I need. Just a place to park up. So there's a pit toilet just right there. That hike was so perfect. It was really interesting, fun, and it was just the right length. It was also just the right length for me to get my steps in for the day and my cardio goals. So perfect. It's actually been a really fun day. I've seen so many different styles of landscape, but I also didn't have to drive that far to do that. And even though it was super cold this morning, it was really beautiful. And I just really enjoyed the campsite I was at last night. Had fun today. I feel like it's going to be a really peaceful night here too. So I'm excited about that. And I'm just going to cook up some dinner. So I have this skillet that is running off of my battery source, and my mom bought this for me, so I'm going to cook up some dinner in that. I'm gonna do some chicken sausage. This is jalapeno and cheddar chicken sausage, this holiday vegetable hash, just a little bit, like, you know, not the whole thing. And then I'll do an egg as well. My mom bought me this skillet. I've never used it before, so I'm curious how it'll work. Ooh, got some sizzling happening. Oops. Sausage down. This is butternut squash, sweet potato, red onion, celery, parsley, sage, and rosemary. Smells so good, actually. Oh, she go in here? Oh yeah. It smells good. It looks pretty good. It's healthy. So let me get a little bit of everything. Maybe a little hot sauce would make it that much better, but I like how this mixture has herbs in it already, so it's super flavorful. This is going to be a great dinner. I'm going to start working on editing this video, and I'm going to explore more of this area tomorrow, but that's going to be in the next video. So if you want to see that, make sure you stay tuned for the next video. Check and make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to reach 20,000 subscribers in this community by the end of the year. And if you're new, welcome. If you want to catch up on the journey, I believe this is the 20th episode. So make sure to check out the card, and that'll take you to the playlist so you can kind of see where the journey has been. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here. As always, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.